It's official, guys. The holidays are back. Christmas is here inside of Diablo Immortal. It's always a great time of year when we have this change in sceneries inside of the game. It's something that I do like in Diablo Immortal and any other game that I play that does it well. I think that Diablo Immortal does it very well, really making Christmas kind of exciting, getting yourself excited not only for the season, but also inside of game as well. I think the game looks awesome, and I always look forward to this time of year when it is Christmas. I also do like the Halloween stuff as well. But it's officially here, and it comes back every single year inside of the game. What does that mean? It means that we have an event for Brumaltine where you could send your daily task greeting cards back and forth to friends and just have a fun time of it. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. Looks like they're giving us some free rewards as well. We're going to be able to get legendary crest, rare crest, legendary item, and some scrap materials. We can claim these throughout the day. Notice we're getting these Brumaltine cards. These are going to be able to be sent to friends from your list, which is actually kind of cool, giving that spreading the holiday spirit. Then you could do some bounties and get yourself another opportunity to do another card. You have gifts underneath the tree. These are going to open on different days, and the earliest day that I see on this list is December 23rd. You have one on the 24th, and then the 25th, then the 30th, 31st, and January 1st, New Year's Day. So we also have some login rewards. You got yourself an emoji. You're going to be able to get yourself an avatar frame and a legendary piece of equipment as well, which is quite cool. And then you have greeting cards that may come in from other people. So you could take a look at your history and you'll notice I have 3 greeting cards: Wings of Redemption, Solinari, and Black Magic. And if you open all of them, or you just click on the thing right here, you could actually see the message come through. Oh, look at this. Yo, I love watching your videos. Keep it up. And really appreciate that, Wings Redemption. That's actually really nice. Usually people are going to send something that's like a generic message where you could just click and choose a message, but we actually had one come through here that was its own message. Let's see what Solinari, someone from the clan right here, clan member, a joyous Brumaltine. So that's probably one of the messages that just comes, and that could be a out of the box message, I guess you can call it. And then history again, we could just open all of them right there, and you're getting scrap materials for doing it, which is actually great because those are going to be able to be used to upgrade your gear. I wonder if I can return. I was hoping that I could return to someone that sent to me. And looks, we already got ourselves a little bit of a reward: 2k gold, 10 scraps, and 1 dust, which we can grab right there. So essentially, you're just going to be sending these back and forth, having fun with it, and shedding some holiday spirit with some of your favorite people inside of the game. Just a fun little thing. Nothing that's massive rewards, but a fun little thing. Also, the Phantom Market has returned to Diablo Immortal. I'm going to take just a quick peek at it right now. We'll take a look at the little trailer that it gives. Always love the Phantom Market cosmetics. I think they look amazing. Remember, these cost about $170 if you are going to participate in this. But in that, with that $170, you do get the cosmetic, you get the frame, you get the different attacks, you get an emoji, and you get 3 other cosmetics. These ones, though, are class bound. All right, usually these are some type of a recycled cosmetic that just has a change of color or something like that. And in addition to that, you will also get these, which are for your 2nd draw, 4th draw, 6th draw, and your 8th draw. So some additional rewards that come along with it. But I have to say, this does look like a really cool cosmetic. I think we can take off the helm. We can if you want to, if you don't like the helmet. But look at those. Look at that cape. Actually, look at this. The back of this cosmetic kind of reminds me, on the Barbarian, of what the back of the cosmetic from last Christmas looked like. Let's get a side-by-side here. Let's get a back of that cosmetic. Can't do a side-by-side, but we could do this. Now if we go to cosmetics, I'm going to pull it up, and we're going to be able to see, where is the one from that I'm thinking of? This one right here. Take a look at the back of this one. Also has the 3 chains kind of flying up in the air. This one with the birds. This is actually one of my favorite cosmetics inside of the game. I think it looks actually incredible, but looks like they used a similar types mechanic there for the birds and for the new Phantom Market cosmetic as well. So what's going on inside in the game today, and what do we need to focus on? First of all, I want to take a look at our what I'm doing with familiars, and a great way to get the most out of your familiars when they're running tasks for you. Remember, you could now have your familiars go do things for you, so you don't have to do them inside of the game. Now, these things I haven't done since having familiars be able to do it. Let's take a look at these expeditions that we have available right now so we can talk a little bit more deeply about it. We have, what I typically do is with 4 familiars that can go out on a task or on an expedition, we have the Sanctum, the Tower of Conquest, and the Tower of Blessings. Each of these takes 6 hours to complete. The Sanctum you could only run once. Conquest and Blessings you could run more than once. But the Shadow contracts, it's an 18-hour trip for your familiar to do that. What I will typically do, I wake up in the morning, I will send out my familiar on an 18-hour quest. That's not going to be refreshed for that one familiar until the next day, right? Now, once these are done with their 6-hour quests, I will take all 3 of them, as long as I have the ability to add more contracts, more familiars to shadow contracts. If I have shadow contracts available, I will then stack all of the familiars in the shadow contract so they can do them all at the same time. What I really need to and try to do here is I try to make sure that I have a number of familiars doing a quest that takes the same amount of time. That way, when I log into the game, I could redeploy 3 familiars doing something else. Because I don't want to have to log in 10 times a day, waiting to try and time it right so that I can min-max my familiars actually going out on these quests. So if I get all 3 of these done, 6 hours later, I could drop them into shadow contracts. And if there are no shadow contracts available, what I will then do is I'll jump them back into the Tower of Conquest and back into the Tower of Blessings to try and get myself some more rewards there. Definitely has been helping out with the shadow activities and everything that is shadow / immortal related. By the way, I've also been spending my stuff here at the trader every single day. I have so much gold, 52 million gold, but what I lack is the, oh, there we go, a nice legendary. What I lack is the materials to upgrade my slots. So what I'm doing here is essentially getting myself free materials because I don't need 50 million gold. So if I just do this, it's going to give me what I need for all those materials, pick up a legendary or 2 along the way, which really doesn't matter. I've got such a stock of those. But now we can come on over here. We can just get rid of all this. And I'm essentially getting myself a free 24 scrap materials and about 16 dust. That varies based off of what I pull in from those. But that's actually something nice so that I can then start or continue upgrading. I am almost halfway getting everything from 26 to 30. This one right here is going to probably be able to be done today or tomorrow, depending on my grind. Then I can start on these ones down below. And again, it's holiday time. We're hoping to get a lot more things coming in for the holidays. One more thing I wanted to just briefly touch on, and if you don't have understanding of it because it's a new mechanic inside of the game, I can very well put a dedicated video out on this topic, but it's talking about gem resonance. And as you may not know, with the latest update, gem resonance has changed inside of the game. So let's go into our gem res right here. You'll notice that we have multiple slots that can have gems added into it. You'll also notice that on the side over here, if you get a certain number of gem res added, you get, or gem power added, you get these bonuses. So once I get to 20, I'll have damage taken while moving is decreased by 3%. When I get to 40, damage taken while suffering loss of control decreased by 4%. These are buffs that you will get no matter what type of gem you have in, a 1-star, a 3-star, a 2-star, or a 5-star. And you will just have less gem slots to place them in, the lower quality of gems. So looking at a Bottle's Hope right here, I have 5 gems that could be placed in. This is Power and Command, this is the Lightning Core, and they are the gems that are required in those slots. If I put the proper gem required in that slot, the gem power, as you can see, I have 2 gem power here and 2 gem power here for a total of only socketed 4 gem power bonus. Once I keep upgrading these, that will get up to 20, and then I will be able to unlock damage taken while moving decreased. I will also start unlocking some of these slots so I could throw additional gems in. But now you have the ability to put any gem in these slots. They don't have to be specific to what the gem slot is asking for. So if it's asking for a lightning core, but I happen to put any other gem inside of there, I could still gain the gem power, increasing my resonance on the primary gem ever so slightly. But it will not count towards the socketed bonus. So if I put 20 gem power in here and 20 gem power in here, but they are not the gems required for that slot, I will get the resonance bump. I'll get it to 440 at that point, but I will not get the bonuses right here. So with this being said, I think it is very important that you stick with the gems that are supposed to go in those slots. Because if you don't, you're getting artificial gem power or gem resonance, which is good, but you're missing out on these bonuses that other players could be having that you're facing in battlegrounds, etc. Now, if you're trying to do it just to get yourself some wings and you don't care about how strong your character or your build actually is, that's fine. But if you're really trying to min-max every bit of resonance and power that you have and ability and bonus, you're going to want to stick with the gems that are supposed to be slotted in those slots. Now, there's another feature here that has to do with that as well, and that has to do with when you're coming on over here to do some upgrades. Just a second part of that, when you go to the gem services, if I want to do an upgrade, as you can see, I'm progressively upgrading my Blood-Soaked Jade. I need to put in another Blood-Soaked Jade gem. Notice I have a 4 out of 5 star. It's going to be making its way in there, and 60 gem power. 60. Now, it says this upgrade provides 8 gem power from resonant gems with a total of 8 available. So it can take the gems that I have socketed inside of my gem resonance section. I'll show you what that is. And it will use those gems towards this next upgrade. So I can upgrade the gems inside of my 5-star gem or whatever gem I'm using resonance on, and it will double dip on that. Let me give you a better look at what that actually looks like. So if we go to my Blood-Soaked Jade gem over here and we go to gem resonance, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, there's 4 bonus right here, but we actually look at the gem, it's a Cutthroat rank 1. So that's a 4. That's 4. What am I trying to say here? It's as if I put 4 1-star gems in. This gem counts as 4 gem power, and this gem counts as 4 gem power, being the Unity Crystal. Actually, it's a great looking gem when you look at it up close like that. Something I never really looked at before. Really cool looking gem. So because each of these gems, if they were bare naked, if they were in my bag, as I have some right here, and I look at a 4-star gem, this is worth 4 gem power if I were to go do the upgrade over here. So I'm able to take the 4 gem power for each of the gems and put them towards the next upgrade. So it tells us one thing. It may be worth upgrading the gems inside of our gem resonance gems instead of just destroying gems to put them in here, if that makes sense to you. Now, same thing can happen if I want to do something with a Viper's Bite. Viper's Bite I don't have upgraded yet. Oh, now it's going to be taking just multiple Viper's Bites. So I guess it's not a great example. But if I want to do the same thing with the Seeping Bile, same thing. I have 2 gems within. It'll take that 8 gem power and it will then use that for the upgrade. Now, if I decide that I'm going to remove this gem and not use it anymore, the gems with the gem resonance that are within the gem resonance that I'm using the power for the upgrade, those gems will then become dormant. And you won't be able to use those gems anymore unless if you put the gem power back into them. The same way we've done making 5-star gems dormant in the past, because maybe for me, I didn't want to use my Maw of the Deep anymore. So I decided to make it dormant. It was a rank 3. And I just said, I don't want to use it anymore. I'm going to pull the gem power out of it. I still have the gem in case I ever want to use it again. I could infuse the power back into it. But for now, it's dormant. The same thing would happen with the 2-star gems or the 1-star gems that you're putting inside of those for gem resonance. I hope that makes sense. Again, I'm happy to go deeper in depth with you guys if that's something that you want to talk about or want to understand more deeply. But essentially, Diablo Immortal has made it easier for you to increase your gem resonance overall, And they've also made it easier for you to upgrade your 5-star gems that can be very difficult to upgrade. In addition to that, these slots, how mine are all purple, it's because these slots are all awakened. And now, to awaken a gem slot, the gem within that slot only needs to be a rank 4. It used to be that they need to be a rank 10. Then they nerfed it down to a rank 5. Now they made it even lower, so you can awaken your gear slots at rank 4, making it much more free-to-play player friendly. This update has landed very well with the community. A lot of people are happy and excited about the changes, and overall, positive vibes, which I'm really happy about. Hope you're enjoying the game.